Now, my dear students, good morning everyone. Animal tissues will begin now. First of all, there are main kinds of animal tissue. Main kind of animal tissue are as epithelial tissue, second connective tissue, third muscle tissue, fourth neural tissue. So there are four types of animal tissue. So all of you must write the heading types of animal tissues, types of animal tissues. Must write in your notebook. Four types of animal tissues are there: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and neural tissue. Epithelial, connective, muscle tissue, and neural tissue. Now, one by one, we shall discuss. First, we will discuss epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue. It is a thin, protective, continuous sheath of cells. Location. So, write the heading. You must write the heading. You must write the heading epithelial tissue. In this first heading, you must write location. It covers the surface of body and lines the various body cavities and internal organs, including blood vessels. For example, outermost layer of skin, lining surface of mouth, nose, lung, stomach, etc. Clear? So epithelial tissue location paragraph you have to write in the notebook. It covers the surface of the body and lines the various body cavities and internal organs, including the blood vessels. Examples: the outermost layer of skin and the lining surfaces of the mouth, nose, lung, stomach, etc. Clear? Next, my dear students, shape. Epithelial cells may be flat, cuboidal, and columnar. Flat, cuboidal, and columnar shape. In all cases, cells of epithelial tissue fit tightly together, leaving no space between them. Cells of epithelial tissue, they are fit together without having any space between them. Now you have to write the function of this epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue functions for protection, absorption, secretion, and sensory perception. Clear? So these are the functions of epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue functions for protection, absorption, secretion, and sensory perception. Next, one by one we will discuss different types of epithelial tissue. Different types of epithelial tissue we shall discuss. So first one is squamous epithelium. It is composed of cells which are thin, flat, with prominent nuclei, closely packed. Clear? It is composed of cells which are thin, flat, with prominent nuclei, closely packed. Examples: found in the lining of mouth, nasal cavity, blood vessels, lymph vessels. Clear? Found lining the mouth and nasal cavities, blood vessels, and lymph vessels. Next, squamous epithelium function. Squamous epithelium protects the underlying parts from mechanical injury, germs, harmful chemicals, and drying up. Squamous epithelium function. Squamous epithelium function we are discussing. It protects the underlying parts from mechanical injury, germs, harmful chemicals, and drying up. Next, we have stratified epithelium found in the skin and cornea. Stratified epithelium found in the skin and cornea. Let us see the diagrams here. This diagram is of squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. This is B diagram is stratified epithelium. Next we have cuboidal epithelium. Next columnar epithelium, ciliated columnar epithelium. Cilia are present, you can see. Ciliated columnar epithelium. Clear? So these are the 5 types of epithelial tissue. By the diagram you must know to identify. Sometimes one diagram may be there, you have to identify it. Clear? Next we have cuboidal epithelium is found in some parts of kidney tubules and in some glandular ducts such as those of salivary glands, pancreatic duct, etc. Clear? It is found in some parts of kidney tubules and in some glandular ducts such as those of salivary glands, pancreatic duct, etc. Next we have columnar epithelium contains vertically arranged cylindrical or brick-like cells. They contains vertically arranged cylindrical or brick-like cells. These cells are usually tall in size. Columnar epithelium is generally found in the inner lining of stomach and intestine. Clear? Columnar epithelium is generally found in the inner lining of the stomach and intestine. Next, ciliated columnar epithelium. At some places in the body, such as in the lining of the trachea, the columnar epithelium is ciliated. The cells of ciliated epithelium have thread-like protoplasmic projection called cilia at their free end. So this ciliated columnar epithelium, they have thread-like protoplasmic projections, which are called cilia. They have thread-like protoplasmic projections called cilia at their free ends. Next is the function of the cilia. Cilia constantly keep lacing and move the material which enter these regions. This is the function of cilia. If function of cilia is asked, you have to write this function. Clear? Cilia constantly keep lacing and move the material which enter these regions. Next we have glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium contains some large cells which secrete certain chemicals. Glandular epithelium contains some large cells which secrete certain chemical substance. Such cells are common in the lining of stomach and intestine. At certain places in the body, the glandular epithelium is folded inward to form compact and hollow tubular gland, for example, sweat gland, tear glands, or liver. Clear? So these are different types of epithelial tissue. Now we shall discuss connective tissue. The connective tissue binds one tissue with another. Connective tissue used to bind one tissue with another and also connects various organs, keeping them in proper place. They also connects various organs, keeping them in proper place. It has three main characteristics. First, abundance of intracellular substance matrix. Second, few cellular elements. Third, fibers are present. Clear? These are the three main characteristics. These are the three main characteristics. Next, you can see that the connective tissue is classified as follows. Connective tissue proper serve for packing and binding the organ. Next, supporting connective tissue, it deals with cartilage and bones, because cartilage and bones, they used to support, they used to provide support. Next, fluid connective tissue consists of blood and lymph. Clear all of you? So connective tissue is classified as first connective tissue proper connective tissue serve for packing and binding the organ. Next, second, supportive connective tissue gives support, cartilage and bones comes under it. Next is fluid connective tissue, it deals with blood and lymph. So thank you. Next we will shall discuss in the next video.